Guys, so today I'm going to do a review on Lehigh Vapor. It's in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. My wife and a friend of mine were on another little one of our vape tours that we like to go on, to go in all the brick and mortar stores. And this one, it was just a little different. I had never gone into a vapor storefront that was in a mall yet. And I walked in and it was cool. It was just I don't want to say it was missing something, but the walls were just kind of painted white. Just a counter, a couple of couches. Not a whole lot to look at, but when I got a chance to talk to the gentleman behind the counter, whose name I didn't catch or don't remember, he was extremely knowledgeable. He walked us through his tasting bar and what things that he would like us to do while we're at his shop, and that's fine. And it was neat. They had 1,100 batteries, 1,100 mAh batteries to taste their flavors. They had a large selection. Something I didn't like off the bat was when I went to taste. I've been to many different vape taste bars, and the mouth guard or the little tip, protection tip that you would put onto their taster so that you don't spread germs, it was just a straw cut up in little sections. And it was a lot harder to take a mouth-to-lung taste as opposed to just straight through the lungs because there was a lot of air loss in there. So that was, if I had to think about it, one of the only things I didn't like about the shop. Right here on the business cards, it says new style vapor, old style customer service, and there was not a single point, even though they were busy, that the salesperson behind the counter, I felt he was ignoring us. It was every couple of seconds, hey guys, I apologize for being busy, but I'll answer any questions you have, and that was real nice to see because, feeling like you're an important customer is definitely important. The tasting bar was not extreme over the top. Their flavors were good. I'd say about 40% of their tanks needed some love. They would need to be cleaned out or change out the coil or refill it or things like that. It was a small amount, but there were definitely some that I couldn't taste, which I may have extremely liked. They had a creme brulee flavor that was really, really interesting. It tastes like burnt sugar. The gentleman behind the counter let us know right up front what he did and didn't have in stock. Hey, listen, if you're looking for zeros, I only have a certain amount in stock of my zeros. If you're looking for a certain amount of 6s or 12s, which was the highest they carried was 12, which was a bit of a turnoff for me because I normally like 18 to 24 to keep in my tank. He was very upfront. We don't have this. We might have that in stock. If you're looking for a 12, let me check and I'll tell you personally which ones we do and which ones we don't have because I don't want to just hand you a menu and have you pick out something I don't have because then we get our hopes up. So that was excellent. He mentioned a couple of times that the person who makes the vapor, their Ejuice or their mixologist or whatever you'd like to call the lady, she doesn't vape. She just does it by smell, and I don't know, I guess I wasn't really impressed by that. Their flavors were good. They were very flavorful, but it was, one flavor. Okay, this is a good watermelon, a good cherry, a good mint, a good chocolate. There weren't layers of flavor. So, I don't feel like they would have had a whole lot of vapeability, something that you can just keep in your tank all day. And, my friend had purchased the creme brulee flavor, and it was exactly that. It was a really, really good flavor for a little bit, and then it was like, oh, okay, I'm really looking for something with a little bit more, to it, But they had a lot of cool stuff, besides the fact that was being in the mall, we were allowed to vape in the shop, and that was neat because I know in a lot of malls they don't allow vaping at all, so the fact that we were allowed to in there was neat. I liked the shop. I definitely dug the shop. Would I go back? 100%. I liked it a lot. Customer service is a big deal for me. They had it. The gentleman's name, who unfortunately I don't remember, like I said, he really impressed me as a salesman who was just there to make sure that you got the best product as a customer. He wasn't hard selling anything. He wasn't claiming to know anything he didn't know. If he didn't know something, he'd say, honestly, I'm not too sure about that. We can look it up for you if you like. And that was really cool to hear someone who's at least honest. You may not have all my answers because I ask a lot of questions when I go to different stores, and just be upfront with me. If you don't know, I respect that more than you just telling me and filling my head with BS. So Lehigh Vapor in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, make their own juices there in store. And they make them daily, so they're getting new shipments in, and they always have new flavors too, so that's really neat. Would I go back? Yeah, I'm excited to go back because I just want to go talk to the salesperson and try out some more of their new flavors and their juices. But was I impressed that their mixologist didn't vape and just did it all by smell? No, because there were some things that you're lacking from a flavor when you don't vape yourself. You know what I mean? So great shop. I was definitely impressed with their customer service, and the fact that it was in a mall didn't really make much of a difference. It was a nice shop that I would definitely see myself going back to.